So expecting a great atmosphere. It really feels like we haven't played in a long time, which is really kind of odd. Going to North Carolina and playing Lenore-Rhine, it feels like a month ago. So excited to get back to an opportunity to play a game in front of our crowd.
Coach, a couple weeks ago we talked about discipline coming off that first game with the penalties, and then against Lenore-Rhine just 6. Can you talk about what you saw there in terms of penalties?
Oh my gosh, I got to think back to the Lenore-Rhine game and penalties. There were a few holding penalties, obviously, that when you get behind the chains a little bit, and you have to throw it, we're probably not the best team when it comes to having to throw it. We want to throw on early downs and take shots on early downs. So we got caught with behind the chains because not executing some plays, and so we had some holding penalties. But other than that, I thought our effort was great, and we're continuing to improve in that area.
And then, Coach, 40 regular season wins in a row. Can you just talk about what that means to you as the coach and this program as a whole?
I mean, it's mind-boggling, right? I think we're about 5 years away from the last regular season loss. So I don't want to be a negative kind of guy, but eventually it's just not going to last forever here. But it's been amazing. And really it's a testament of our guys and how committed they are to the process and being ready every week. Like you look at it every week and you're like, oh my gosh, this team lost to that team, and how did that happen? And it happens every week, and then when teams lose, they do like that. We got to reevaluate how we're doing things. Like Michigan State's going through that this week. They got it handled in Washington. Is it the trip that caused them to not play as well? Were they not prepared for the game? Was Washington just that good? Those are all the things you assess, and so I've been pleased that we haven't really had to, have a loss to reassess. The direction we're going. So very pleased by that.
And can you just talk about what does it mean to get back on the football field after that week off? How you guys are feeling, and as you just harp a little bit more on that?
Yeah, no, it's that's what you work for, and so we reported to camp sometime around August 7th, and we were grinding it out, and we played 2 games, and then boom, we got a bye week, and so that's what we practice for. That's why we do the off-season stuff. That's why they're here in the summer. And so just to be able to play a game. And so opportunity again this Saturday to play a game, and I know we'll be thrilled to go out there and do that.
And let's talk about that game against Waldorf. They have are 3-0 so far, and they look pretty impressive. And looks like you guys have another very, very good opponent on here.
Yeah, they're very, very impressive. 4-0 actually. So NAIA starts a week earlier than D2 can start, or at least they can. And they also had an opportunity for a scrimmage against Iowa Central Community College. So, so literally they've been able to see a lot of different opponents. We've only seen 2, so that's challenging. But I love their quarterback. I think he's really good. They've got some really good receivers, a good system. Their coach has done a really nice job there. And so they're going to come and, fight. And so very excited about having an undefeated team coming in here and giving us a test.
And just as you're saying, their quarterback, and they've been putting up points. However, your defense has been one of the great ones. So that's going to be a good matchup, that offense versus your defense.
Yeah, no, I think, I said it even before the season, but I really think this defense is talented as any defense we've ever had here. Right now, there isn't like a flaw. There's times I'm like, gosh, I worry about our secondary, or I worry about Jordan Jones holding up inside or something like that. But now it's like, man, we're good. Our interior D-line's good. Our D-ends are good. Our linebackers, I love. Our secondary's probably the best we've ever had. So as long as we stay healthy, I'm expecting steady play out of our defense. And it makes me as a play caller and our offensive staff as play callers be less risk-taking and more conservative. So I'm willing to do that. We'll punt it here and there because we got a great defense.